Good morning, beautiful person. Greetings from sunny, gorgeous, snow is maybe melting, Winnipeg. So the question is, do you need a plan B? And I'm going to talk about that in a minute, about all the reasons why you might want to consider a plan B. But first, let me introduce myself, just in case you don't know me. My name is Hadassah Vitar. I am a life coach and a wellness advocate, and I help beautiful people like you create well-being. And why do I do this? Well, my mother passed away at the age of 69 from complications of diabetes, and she never got to see my kids grow up. And it wasn't because she didn't know how to take care of herself, because of course she did. She just had other priorities until it was too late. And I don't want that to happen to me. And I don't want it to happen to anyone else. And that's why I'm here pretty much every day, except 7, talking about mindset, wellness, health, energy, immunity, stuff like that. But today I wanted to talk actually about financial wellness, which is a very important part of wellness, because thankfully in Canada we have universal health care. But so at least nobody goes bankrupt if they end up in the hospital. But still, poverty is a very, very real issue. And it's something to think about, whether there are things we can do, especially as we get older. A lot of people do not have enough money put away to retire comfortably. So that is why it might be something to consider to have a plan B. We had the most incredible job loss because of the pandemic. Thankfully, most of it seems to have come back, although with what's happening in Ontario at the moment and other provinces, who knows where that's going to go. But a lot of women weren't able to get back to work because their childcare fell through. And of course, essential workers are always being screwed, it would appear. Not getting the vaccines they need, not getting the paid sick days they need. Ontario, what the heck are you thinking? But anyway, I don't even know if it's better in Manitoba, to be honest. But here's the thing. If you have a secondary source of income, then you are less subject to the vicissitudes of what's happening with your primary source of income. If you have a job that might go away because of circumstances outside your control, which is what happened to me. I have been the Torah reader for Congregation Etz Chaim. I've been privileged to be the Torah reader for Etz Chaim for the past 6 or 7 years. But ever since last March, so not this past March, but the one before, March 2020, we have been closed to in-person services, and I have maybe been able to read a handful of times for the High Holy Days, for example, which was last September. So yeah, again, thankfully, in Canada we have government supports, but it's better if you don't need to depend on government supports. It just feels better, to be honest. And so that's why I want to talk a little bit about having a plan B. And here's the thing is that I often talk to people and they say, oh, but I'm so busy. I'm already working 2 jobs. I have a family. I don't have time. And that is because they are imagining another job. But the beautiful thing about having a virtual franchise, which is what I'm talking about here, is that you work it in the pockets of your time. People have built empires on an hour a day. Now, I will not lie, it's hard work. Of course it's work. Everything worthwhile is work. But it doesn't have to take a lot of time if you are focused, if you are willing to actually work during the time you have allotted for working. So just wanted to say that a lot of the millionaires in the company that I work with, that I have the virtual franchise from, started with the company during the recession of 2008, and the predictions are that there's going to be a whole new rash of millionaires coming up that are starting around now, like in this past year and now, because this is a time where people who might otherwise never have considered having a virtual franchise or doing network marketing, now people are taking it on as a way of not having to worry as much about their primary income, or hello, here, let me get out of your way here, or about government supports. And yeah, this is a new courtesy. We meet somebody on the sidewalk across the street. So anyway, that's what I wanted to talk about today, about why even if you have a good job and it seems secure at the moment, you might want to consider taking on a virtual franchise that you can get a decent amount of money with an hour a day, if you're willing to be focused and follow direction from the people who have done it before. Hi John, thanks for the love. So that's what I wanted to talk about. Now, just a reminder, I have actually put together a PDF of the 5 things that allow me to be focused and to work on building my empire in short periods of time. If you would like that list, just drop me a message and I'll be happy to send it to you. And you have a great day. Remember, I love you. Talk to you again soon. Bye.